Welcome to one and all. Today we are going to discuss about Azure Hybrid Benefit. What is it all about and how does it work? What are all the products eligible for this offer? Okay, so now Azure Hybrid Benefit helps you save costs when you are trying to spin up your infra in Azure and gives you the flexibility. Obviously, it is very unique to Azure. No other cloud vendor would be able to give you this offer. How does it work? If you have Windows Server and SQL Server software assurance active, you can bring those licenses to Azure so that you can gain a cost benefit. Clear? The catch is the software assurance to be active. What are all the products eligible under this offer? Only two, currently only two, Windows Server and then SQL Server. Windows Server, in case if you have Data Center Edition, you can use Data Center Edition both on-premise and then even in Azure. That means on-premise and on cloud, you can make use of it. In case if you have SQL Server with software assurance active, 180 days of time is given to you so that you can use it both the premise and then once for all you have migrated all the workloads, then you will have to use only in Azure. Okay, so this offer is to help you save costs with the infra that you are spinning up for your Windows Server and then SQL Server in Azure. How does it work? Let's check. In this slide, I have put pricing with and without the hybrid benefit for a D4 V2 series 8-core Windows Server VM running in US West 2 of Azure region. So here, with and then without. So without is 8.6K and with is 4K. That means approximately 55% savings is that you would be able to see. Okay. Data Center Edition, as I already told you, both you can run on-premise and then on Azure also simultaneously. Yeah. Okay. Next is on SQL. So you cannot run at the you cannot run at both the premises simultaneously. However, you can do that for up to 180 days. So Microsoft has given you a timeline up to 180 days because they consider that all that time is required for you to evaluate, assess, and use for your dev and test, and then put it to production, migration, everything. Do whatever it requires. Okay, 180 days is available. Next. In SQL Server, you can even use the licenses to leverage the cost there for the SQL Pass also. SQL Server, two modes you can put it in Azure. Okay, so one is that you spin up a VM and then deploy the licenses there. That is one option. That is under IaaS mode. The other option is you can choose the Pass mode. Under Pass mode, most of you might be knowing we have the single DB, multiple DB, and then SQL MI. So for that also you can leverage these software licenses to reduce the costs. Okay. So you might be getting a doubt now. Okay, SQL Server is available in Server Cal model also, the standard edition. Is that eligible for this offer? No. So Windows Server Standard Edition, Windows Server Enterprise Edition, SQL Server, the core-based licensing model of Standard and Enterprise is eligible for this. Clear? Done. And while spinning up the infra, the admin would choose and attest, I confirm that I have a SQL Server license with software assurance to apply this Azure hybrid benefit offer for SQL Server. So this is how they check the option and then choose to save money using Azure hybrid benefit. This is for SQL Pass. How do you do it for IaaS mode? It's very simple. So deploy the SQL VM using a bring your own license gallery image and then update the VM using PowerShell to activate the AHB. Okay, so AHB or AHAB is the interchangeably used shortcut for referring the Azure hybrid benefit offer. Okay, so the other way to deploy this particular to gain the benefit through this offer is to deploy a Windows VM and then activate it for the AHB and then install the SQL Server onto it. And the situation could be that you have a Linux VM and then SQL that you are trying to install on top of it. As you might be knowing that from SQL Server 2017 onwards, it even supports a Linux environment, right? Okay. So in case if you have that, so you are going to use the gallery image, and then once you are using the gallery image, you would not be charged for the licenses because it understands that you are trying to take that BYOL gallery image. Okay, done. Next is uh, in case Windows Server you don't have the hybrid offer, but SQL Server you would like to make use of it, obviously. Spin up the Windows Server VM and copy the SQL Server installation media, and then go ahead with the installation and activate the option on SQL. Okay, right. So this is what all about I thought of sharing with you today. Done.